I'm sure you've read some of these headlines. I don't know how close to the story that you are, but as we speak, the Big Ten and the SEC are both expanding. They're the wealthiest leagues out there by a lot. Florida State and even others may want out of the Atlantic Coast Conference that you and Duke have called home forever for financial reasons. With football TV money controlling so much now, do you have any concerns that Duke could be left out of the power conferences if there were more realignment dominoes continuing to fall?
Yeah, David, a long time ago in the mid 70s, I started coaching at West Point, and I think my first contract was $15,500. But you lived on post, and you loved what you were doing, and for a long time, yeah, we made a good living, but we did it because we loved coaching. And then, boom, TV really hit. ESPN really got going, and starting in the 90s, salaries started to escalate, and by the turn of the century, but boy, it really got big. And so we made a lot of money. And really right now, football is deciding everything. I think a lot of that is good, although they have the least to do with the NCAA because they don't make a penny for the NCAA. That started in the 80s in a court ruling where the conferences could, the NCAA was not going to be able to do TV for football, and that started it, and it's escalated to where the 5 major conferences obviously are now, I think, 4,
Yep.
unless they put Miracle Grow on the 4 that were left, which is sad. It's sad, and I wish we would get to some finality there in what football wants to do, and figure that out. And I would hope that our university is part of that equation all the time. And then I'd like to see us do something with men's and women's basketball. Football is really 120 schools. NCAA basketball is over 360, and that's more of representative of all the Olympic sports, and and the men's college basketball provides 99% of the money for the NCAA. So to run it more like a business, but to make sure that you're doing it with women's basketball, and then trying to figure this thing out. And I'm surprised the Power 5 conferences did not work together. Instead, they looked like they were competing. Not looked like they were.
Yeah.
And as a result, I don't know who's in charge. I don't know who's in charge. So it's very chaotic, and I hope our conference, I think we have a great commissioner. Obviously, we have great schools in the conference, but you have different agendas, and people flashing a lot of money over the years and funding how you fund your sports programs. There's an allure there, and hopefully our conference can stay on course here. But hey, in 1 week, one of the great conferences in our country blew up. That's scary to me. That's pretty scary. It means that there's a lot going on that we never hear about, and it's not just one conference; it's schools jockeying for position, and I think overall, it's TV that's dictating, what we're doing. It's almost like Fox is at war with ESPN, and all the different we're not all on the same page. We're trying to carve out as much of the piece of the pie as we can for our individual entities.